Daily Dose of English presents Daily English Idioms. Part 44.
Come to blows. Meaning. This idiom means to fight or argue physically. Examples. They came to blows over who would get the last piece of cake. He came to blows with his brother over the remote control. We came to blows over who would get the last seat on the bus. Watch like a hawk. Meaning. This idiom means to watch something or someone very carefully. Examples. She watched like a hawk as her children played in the park. He watched like a hawk as the students took the test. We watched like hawks as the game unfolded. Take a turn for the worse. Meaning. This idiom means to become worse. Examples. His health took a turn for the worse after the accident. Her grades took a turn for the worse after she stopped studying. The situation took a turn for the worse when the storm hit. Automatic pilot. Meaning. This idiom means to do something without thinking, usually due to habit. Examples. He went through the motions on automatic pilot. She went through the tasks on automatic pilot. We went through the checklist on automatic pilot. Take the law into one's own hands. Meaning. This idiom means to take action without the help of law enforcement or legal system. Examples. He took the law into his own hands and confronted the thief. She took the law into her own hands and tracked down the offender. We took the law into our own hands and formed a neighborhood watch group. Beyond compare. Meaning. This idiom means to be superior to all others. Examples. Her baking is beyond compare. His singing is beyond compare. Their dancing is beyond compare. Out of whack. Meaning. This idiom means to be out of order or not functioning properly. Examples. The machine was out of whack and wouldn't work. The engine was out of whack and wouldn't start. His watch was out of whack and was running slow. Ins and outs. Meaning. All the details and particulars of something. Examples. I'm still trying to figure out the ins and outs of my new job. He explained the ins and outs of the new tax system. I need to research the ins and outs of my new project before I start. Drop of a hat. Meaning. To do something immediately or quickly. Examples. He was ready to leave at the drop of a hat. She was willing to drop everything and help at the drop of a hat. I can be ready to go at the drop of a hat. Stick out a mile. Meaning. To be very noticeable or obvious. Examples. His new haircut sticks out a mile. I could tell from a mile away that she was the one in charge. The mistake in the report stuck out a mile. Laugh off. Meaning. To make light of a situation and not take it seriously. Examples. She tried to laugh off the mistake she made. He laughed off the criticism he received. We decided to just laugh off the awkward moment. Fat cat. Meaning: a wealthy or powerful person. Examples: he's a fat cat in the business world. She's a fat cat in the political arena. They're all fat cats in the entertainment industry. With one voice. Meaning: in complete agreement and unison. Examples: we all responded with one voice that we should go to the beach. They all sang with one voice at the concert. We all shouted with one voice that we wanted ice cream. Get the show on the road. Meaning: to begin or start something. Examples: let's get the show on the road and start the meeting. We need to get the show on the road if we're going to finish this project on time. We should get the show on the road and start planning for the event. Senior moment. Meaning: a lapse in memory that is common in older people. Examples: he had a senior moment and forgot where he put his keys. She had a senior moment and couldn't remember her daughter's name. He had a senior moment and forgot what he was going to say. Go pear-shaped. Meaning: to take a turn for the worse. Examples: things started to go pear-shaped after he made the wrong decision. Her plan went pear-shaped when she couldn't find the right ingredients. The project went pear-shaped when they ran out of money. Ignorance is bliss. Meaning: not knowing something may be better than knowing it. Examples: ignorance is bliss when it comes to some things. I try to remember that ignorance is bliss when I'm feeling anxious. I often tell myself that ignorance is bliss to keep from worrying. In full swing. Meaning: at the peak of activity. Examples: the party was in full swing by the time we arrived. The town was in full swing during the summer months. The festival was in full swing by the afternoon. None the wiser. Meaning: unaware of something. Examples: I went about my day none the wiser of what happened. She left none the wiser about the truth. I left the conversation none the wiser about his plans. Fine-tuning. Meaning: making minor adjustments. Examples: we need to do some fine-tuning on the project before it's completed. She did some fine-tuning on her speech before she presented it. We need to do some fine-tuning on the car before we take it out. Today's idioms were: come to blows. Watch like a hawk. Take a turn for the worse. Automatic pilot. Take the law into your own hands. Beyond compare. Out of whack. Ins and outs. Drop of a hat. Stick out a mile. Laugh off. Fat cat. With one voice. A senior moment. Go pear-shaped. Ignorance is bliss. None the wiser. Fine-tuning.